Hello, everybody. We are now live with Reign of Seven Spellblades Volume 2. Just take a quick second to get my live chat set up, and then we can get going. Depending on how long or short this stream ends up being, I'll probably get the next one going immediately after. So we're just going to go and see how this goes. Okay, come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on, chat. Open. Here we go. Alrighty. We are live. And I really hope that this stream doesn't fail me. Because it somehow is always 50-50 in terms of quality. And makes me very scared to stream things. But let's just go and see how this goes. Depending, we might not have a long stream at all, and we'll go right into the next volume. I hope. But of course, I'll give it a couple of minutes. This is usually the part where people would skip after the fact. Because I'm waiting for people to come into my chat to so we could have an audience, so I'm not just reading to myself. I'm completely forgetting if this is supposed to be the blind wizard or if I'm okay just doing this. I think I'm fine. I don't necessarily think it matters whether or not the other guys do live streams on the channel. They do enough with the videos as is. Hello? Alrighty. Give it a few more minutes. And if nothing else changes, then I'm just going to go ahead and read. I hope you people have notifications turned on. I always say, with the bell, make sure it's on. Hmm. Well, I'll potentially give it another minute. If nobody else shows up soon, then I'm just going to get started right now. So, yeah. Yeah, let's get started. Chapter. Oh wait, hold it. Hold it. I almost forgot my laser pointer. Chapter 5. Labyrinth. Life at Kimberly had only just begun, but it had already bared its fangs. Yep, that's where we ended The last volume. Katie! Yep. Oh, this is a nice double spread. Look at that. Look at that. That's so cool. Okay, yep, we're going till chapter 9 today. That doesn't sound so bad. Kimberly the Enchanted Labyrinth. There is a reason it earned that nickname. Originally, there was only a vast labyrinth. The school was built on top, sealing the labyrinth beneath. And that means we were always one step away from its spell. What does that mean? Chella! Is Katie? Oliver took her to the infirmary. Not that, I mean her hand. Not to worry. Kimberly's healing magic will leave no trace of her wounds. Her heart is another matter. All of us rushing in at once will do her no favors. Let Oliver handle her. I believe he is best suited to the task. Aw. Katie, any oddness in your fingers? No, they're fine, Oliver. It's just there's a lot of nerves clustered here. They may look fine, but it's best to check thoroughly. Yeah, but somehow this is really making me blush. Of course it would. That's, one of the tropes of a fantasy school series, isn't it? What do you even call this genre? The magic school genre? The Harry Potter genre? Yeah, I'm not calling it that. I'll just say it's the magic school genre. Katie, why did you go that far? I get wanting to protect the silkworm, but rationally you should have known it was too late. I can't just be rational. I can't think of them as resources. I know that's how Kimberly does it, but I wanted to keep them safe. Maybe I'm just weird. Why is someone like me even at Kimberly? You can't pursue sorcery without dealing with magical creatures. Your ring finger okay? Oh, let's go. We got somebody in chat. Hello, Lee. Hello, hello. Good timing, buddy. We just barely started, so we're good. It's fine. My parents were pretty devout utopians once. They sought a world where all creatures could live without harming one another. The result of that research meant our home was filled with animals. I was especially close to our troll, Patro. He looked after me and sang me lullabies whenever I went to sleep. Aw, that's so nice. Okay. Remember last stream when I was really against like two or three specific teachers at Kimberly Academy? I still think that way, but for different reasons, of course. Why would they employ a person who enjoys killing magical creatures even if they're sentient enough or sapient enough to not be savage? Why would you employ someone like that? So I'm still hung up on that, but as long as that person doesn't go out of their way to be psycho about it, keep those tendencies in check, ma'am. Because there's one thing about hunting animals, but there's another thing about becoming a psychopath and attacking everything just because you want to satiate your hunger for bloodlust. Intellectually, I know better. I mean, I eat meat too. Our lives are built on sacrifice, but my emotions aren't so easily swayed. I don't want to accept the Kimberly way. Your hand seems fine. Don't try to handle everything alone, Katie. You've got friends here. I'm one of them. Maybe you think we only just met, but it's like this hand exam. You learn things from contact from others. with others. The magic world is brutal, man. Look, I'm not saying I need a fantasy magic world where there isn't a kind of conflict. Like, I'm not making that kind of argument. I'm just saying there's one thing to be a hunter for magical creatures, even when you know some of them are sapient enough to have their own, that they could be in society. It's another to be this, give off this personality, give off this vibe that she would not hesitate to kill a student, or she wouldn't hesitate to like do something of a serial killer nature. Look, I watched the Ice Blade Sorcerer. One of the teachers was straight up she seemed like a good person until the reveal that she was actually up to evil shenanigans. And then Ray had to come in, reveal himself as the Ice Blade Sorcerer, and put her down. Well, not kill her, but he had to stop her from doing those evil things. And that was a professor that didn't even seem like an evil person. So I'm making the comparison between this and Ice Blade Sorcerer. Does that make sense? I could only see her as potential villain material. Maybe your home was a place where angels chose to dwell, but you came down to earth. Pain is unavoidable, but that's all the more reason for you to find ways to be. And I think that way of life is far more noble than any angel. Aw, he's unintentionally rizzing her up. Look at this man go. Well, shoot, I laid it on too thick. I mean, my point is, you aren't alone, Katie. And they were all at the door. They were all at the door. The typical trope of everybody crowding the door. Ah, you all came? Ow. I told you this was a bad idea. Yo, you're looking better. Yeah. Ah, this has been lovely. Ah, that was good. I can't eat another bite. Glad you've got your spirit back. I was loath to send you both home depressed. You okay now? We're both real far from home. If anything's on your mind, just say the word. I appreciate the offer, Katie. I know why she's so downcast. Our match, and my refusal to duel to the death. Hmm? I gotta go back. You go on ahead. Forget something, Pete? I'm fine. Alone. I only took that book out of my bag in that classroom. I can find it quick and go. Two heads are better than one, Pete. That's what friends are for. And three friends united can handle anything. What? Why are you here? I just forgot something. I can handle it. No, you can't, dear. His friends are like, you need help. Prankster fairies might have taken it back to their nest, you know. You will learn the backstory of Nanao very soon. Oh, that's cool. Ugh. Or it could be a ghost. Can you banish them? Huh? Huh? The spellology classroom. Found it! See? I found it right away. No need for a fuss. Good, now we have to reach the dorms intact. Indeed, best we not linger. We're hardly ready for the school at night. Trying to spook me again? You can't trick. Huh? A dead end? But we came this way. Uh-oh. It's the encroachment. Encroachment? Kimberly School is building. Yeah. Kimberly School building is built above a labyrinth. And at night, the labyrinth awakens. This could be something of a problem. Whoa! How do we get out? We need to decide on a plan. Should we not try to find our own way to the exit? Yes, but there should be teachers and older students on patrol in case new students get lost. Are we gonna be okay? No need to panic, Pete. It may be sooner than expected, but this is normal at Kimberly. Getting a bit lost shouldn't be too bad. At least as long as we don't run into anything bad. Oh my, 3 little lost lambs. That way, you're on the wrong path. Over here! What is. Who? What? Good evening. I take it you're an upperclassman. Thanks, we just want to go back to the dorms. That's right. It's so nice to be relied upon. Come, little lambs. How lovely. I could just eat you all up. That's. It's perfume! Chella, hold your breath. Plug Pete's nose before the charm sets in. Yeah, about that, some older students are a bit cuckoo in the head. Oh, joy. I thought I only had to worry about certain. We. Is my mic working again? Is my mic on? Testing, testing. Gosh. Why. Do I have to leave this thing plugged in all the time or something? Stupid battery. Ugh. Well, that's better. Good. Sounds like I might have to leave this thing plugged in all the time. I had this. Hang on. Alrighty, alrighty. This mic might have to stay plugged in all the time. I take extra precaution to only leave it on when I need it on. If I take a break between recording things. And the same goes for everybody else. But no, my microphone apparently has a terrible battery now. Lovely. Alright, alright. How much did I say or not say? Where did I cut off? Where did I get cut off? Hello? Lee? Anybody? Can you let me know where I got cut off so I know to start again? So I said there are a few students that are also a bit cuckoo in the head that are upperclassmen. Yeah, I saw that already. And I was like, oh, great. We have to worry about not just a few professors that seem off their rocker or hiding something, but now we have to deal with some crazy students too. Lovely. But when did I get cut off in terms of the chapter? Was it this page or was it the page before that? Because I need to know so I can reread that. And you're discussing about that. Was that so roughly this page I have to redo? Is that what you're saying? I have to redo this page? Okay, I'm just gonna start this page again. Good evening. I take it you're an upperclassman. Thanks. We just want to go back to the dorms. That's right. It's so nice to be relied upon. Come, little lambs. How lovely. I could just eat you all up. That's. It's perfume! Chella, hold your breath. Plug Pete's nose before the charm sets in. No need to be so alarmed. There are no drugs involved, I assure you. It's just how I am. I charm everyone just by breathing. My name is Ophelia Salvadori. I'm a fourth year. Okay. Hello. Um, sure. There are two types of older students, those safe to meet and those who might well kill you. Okay, which category do you fall under, Ophelia? Are you safe or are you a murderer? And the Lady Salvadori is the latter. What? Well, that answered my question pretty quickly. She is our first real opponent. She is gonna kill us. Lovely. Don't worry, little lambs. Why don't we get to know each other? We ran into someone beyond dire. Okay. Well, this is getting interesting already. Chapter 6 Death. I wonder. uh, Cloying, sweet perfume. Your reputation precedes you. I read your A Study of Rapid Development from Interbreeding Krakens and Skillas. It was most engrossing. Okay, that's a weird kind of thing to study, but okay. Even holding my breath, the bewitching odor's tendrils slither into my mind. And she is the source. You know my work? How embarrassing. I jotted down that treatise back in my third year. What? You wrote that? A year ago. Okay. You certainly are a studious one. Might I ask your name? Oliver Horn, first year. She's not just bad, she's the worst around. Great, we ran into someone this deadly immediately. She's like the extreme version of Katie. Oh gosh. I did bring that up earlier, didn't I? Iceblade Sorcerer. She's the extreme version? Oh god. Okay, Oliver, you better deliver when you have this amazing skill of yours. Oliver, we can't afford to stay put. One false move and she'll have us. Won't you come a little closer? There's no more need for manners. Absolutely not. Let's go now. Oh, look. She's carrying, what's his name? Pete. That's nice. Why do I have a feeling that she has a crush on Pete? Like, why do I have that feeling that Chella and Pete would be like a good ship, a good couple? You know? Because like, what was the reason for her going with Pete to retrieve a lost book? Oliver makes sense because he's like the main character and he's like befriending everybody in his class. But these two almost seem like they like each other. No, not gonna happen. He's just a first year. Oh, damn. I got my hopes up for nothing. My, they're good. Not many can resist my charm. Oliver, the perfume's on our heels. I know. Search for an exit or an older student on patrol. Do you really want to find another student? What if there's somebody else that wants to kill you? Just as I was saying that, you ran into another student who would want to kill you. Where are the good older classmen? Like, Oliver said there were two kinds of older students, the safe kind and the murderous kind. Where are the safe ones? We need help. No need to rush, boy. She's just lonely. It won't hurt to indulge her for a spell. Cyrus Rivermore, 5th year. It seems you're quite studious. Did you read my dissertation too, young Oliver? Okay, I'm terrified. We could maybe use a little help. Ugh, ah! Don't draw, Pete! Stay still. If you draw, you're dead. It will merely give him the excuse he seeks. Oh. Oh, that's just messed up. These students can have their way with younger students, but they're not allowed to defend themselves? What? How is this fair? Like, I'm only asking because, oh, so teachers just let these murderous students have their way with other students? I know the principal said in the last volume that maybe not all of you will survive your stay at Kimberly, but there's got to be a little bit of regulation around here. This can't just be a den of murderers. Or just like a place for psychos. Why do I have a feeling that's half the reason Oliver's even here in the first place? Why do I have that nagging suspicion that he's here specifically because of all of these crazy people? McFarlane's girl. This year's new crop is promising indeed. This fence, it's made of bones. Bones? Oh, if it isn't Rivermore. Haven't seen you since our run-in on the 4th layer. We're trapped. Finished with your nightly ravaging of the dead? I felt an urge for fresh meat. It's only human nature to crave it from time to time. You feel me, boy? Keep it together, Pete. We can't give these sorcerers an excuse to hurt us. But, Oliver, we must try to escape. Getting stuck between these two will be a disaster. What to do? If we stay here, we're in danger no matter what. Well, there are also monsters, so maybe monster bones? Okay. That is also a possibility. This is also a labyrinth, but he straight up just said, I felt an urge for fresh meat. This seems like a bad situation. Found yourself a young plaything then? You could never resist the stirring. Wait. Whoa. Hold on a minute. You never could resist the stirring in your groin. You Salvadori harlot. Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold the phone. Are we meaning to say this girl is a slut? Are we serious right now? Is the story implying that she's had it before? As in multiple times? Whoa. That's insane. Is she basically a nymphomaniac? I hesitate to go further than that, but okay. Like they weren't psycho enough. You call me that and expect to live? Ha! Did you forget how I ripped your guts out last time? Oh, I remember. It hurt a lot, and it got me thinking about how I would toy with yours while you still breathe. Empty threats! Staying here means only death. Well, then. Partus! Congreganta! Okay. Who knows? The story is implying very specific things, so I'm just going with what the story gives me. Oh. Okay. So a hand came out of her stomach and a skeleton monster. Okay. Well, he's at least not as crazy as I thought he was, if those are actually monster bones. Gotta move! Run! Is it summoning magic? No, a single incantation couldn't summon anything this powerful. That must be... Partus! Oh! This is like what happened with Nemu in Bleach. With Scialopero, the Espada. Like the original manga version. Where Nemu gave birth to Scialopero after his supposed death. And then Mayuri was like, here, I'm gonna make it so that you think that this will go on for hundreds of thousands of years before I stab you. Okay. Never expected to see this again in any kind of fantasy fiction ever. Although in that scenario, Nemu it was done against her will, even if she doesn't exactly have much of a will in the first place. This woman is straight up doing it to herself. What? No wonder she has a certain slutty behavior about herself. In the words of Oliver himself, she's giving birth to it. There's no other way to describe it. What the hell is this? What? Okay. It was random when it happened in Bleach. It's random here. Maybe we'll make it maybe not as random, but it still feels out of left field. Whoa. Okay. Ha! Good one. You've given birth to another sinister child, I see. Another one? As have you. That spine is new. What corpse did you pillage it from? We're gonna die! Hang in there, Pete. We're with you. That's right. I can't afford to die here. Run. Find a way out. Ah, this takes me back. This is a fine place to die. Now? Okay. Hello, Nanao. Interesting. Good people. Mind if I join in? What is she saying? Oliver, Chella, Pete, make your retreat. I will make it a three-way struggle and cause a stalemate. No need for concern. A death once denied has at last come my way. Why? Why do you want to die so much? Onward, you three. No, now, don't! Ignis. Ignis? Ooh, who's this? That's more than enough. Huh? I warned you both before. No malicious recruiting with the new students. I see you're still burn first and ask questions later. Purgatory. First years, rest assured you are perfectly safe. They cannot harm you now. You have my word as student body president. Godfrey Alvin. Alvin. Alvin? Alvin Godfrey. That's quite the name. Yay, finally the student council. Let's go. Let's go. Put these psychos in their place. Hear that? Fun's over, Leah. Be a good girl now. The name's Carlos Withrow. Your cool fifth-year prefect. See you around. Prefect? Oh yeah, you know. The one who's basically like your superior, but also your classmate who is, what's their job again? I remember, in the Harry Potter series, one of the Weasleys was a school prefect. Was it Percy? Yeah, it was Percy Weasley. He was a school prefect. I still don't understand what that is. What even is a prefect? So, that's interesting. Let's go. Awesome characters. Love Alvin already. Potentially love Carlos as well. Back to your workshops, Rivermore, Salvadori. Dwellers of the deep have no business on the upper layers. Your punishments will be handed out later. Huh. You get to live, succubus. As do you, scavenger. Wow. Come, kids, the exit's this way. Well done holding out till we arrived. We can save formalities for daytime. Oliver! And now, you're all safe and sound. I turned around and you were gone. I did not mean to alarm you. Sorry, Katie. Oh, wait. Oh, wait. Lee. Oh, you were talking about her, Katie. I am such an idiot. You were referring to Katie before, how Ophelia was a more extreme version of her. And I misunderstood what you said because I forgot her name was Katie. I thought you were. That's on me. My bad. I was I was under the misinterpretation that we were talking about Iceblade Sorcerer because that's what I was talking about before. So that one's on me. My bad. Yeah, Ophelia's a succubus. Wait, is she actually? Okay, that makes so much more sense now. Do you really mean that? You. Oliver, a death once denied has at last come my way. Your words. Do you want to die? Do you? Okay, that was the end of that chapter. Chapter 7. Shiwase. Chapter 7. Shiwase. Do you want to die? Do you? You must know that has tantamount to suicide. That wasn't ignorance or recklessness. It wasn't out of any sense of adventure. You didn't step in to live, but so you could die. Calm yourself, Oliver. I intended to bring this matter up myself later, but perhaps it is best we make things clear. Care to share your thoughts now? Backstory time. Yes, seems like that's the case. Lee, you've been hyping this one up for me for quite a while whenever we talked about Spellblade. Can't wait to finally see what all this hype is about why she wants to die so badly. This better not be like what's his name from Bungo Stray Dogs. What was his name? Man, I forgot already. I loved what I watched of Bungo Stray Dogs, which was season 1 and the beginning of season 2. What was his name? The guy that negates abilities but also just wants to die so badly. What was his name? Why am I blanking? He's one of the mains in Bungo Stray Dogs. It wasn't Denji, was it? No, it's not Denji. No. No, what's his name? Man, I'm gonna be stuck on that now for a while. I. What was his name? The suicidal member of the detective agency. I know the detective, like the super detective, was called Ronpo, right? Then there was that other guy. And then there was the main character who could turn into a tiger. What's his name? Dazai! I just remembered. It took me so much longer than it should have to remember his name was Dazai. Oh my goodness. It is Osamu Dazai. I knew it! I knew it was Dazai. I just had to remember. God, it's been how long since I watched Bungo Stray Dogs? Man, and I am. Okay, I'm in the middle of season 2, like right after the flashback arc. So I should have known it was Dazai. Man, I need to maybe get back on Bungo. I don't know though. I'm very cautious going into the rest of season 2. To live, you say? Am I truly alive right now? In that battle, I lost track of the foes I slew and the allies I lost. I cut, and I just kept swinging my blade. 6 months ago, Akanezka passed, Toriku Yamatsukuni. Whoa. What ails you, warriors of Clan Kiryu? Have you lost your nerve? If your legend holds true, a single one of you can clear this path. Why can't we take the pass? They're just the rear guard of a defeated army. They number but 200, and we are 50,000 warriors of Kiryu. We need no great plan, merely to crush them beneath our boots. Damned suicidal maniacs. Oh, Kiryu second in command Soma Yatsusuna. She banishes fear from their hearts, allowing them to stand up against colossal odds. She is the very essence of a hero. This little girl. Quite a clear voice, and all the more galling for it. Father, prepare the archers. Soma Yoshihisa. But, father, using arrows against so few, surely such cowardice would stain the... You fool! If even a child can taunt us with impunity, our honor is already long lost. It is our duty to add pages to the tale of their heroic deaths. Answer me, Yatsutsuna. It seems they are through indulging us. Archers? We're done then. No usable shields remain. No matter the moment they brought out the archers, we claimed their honor. We certainly took them down a peg or two. We do. Then do we resign ourselves? Take our seats and wait for death? Never! Then mount your steeds! With me! Our final battle awaits! Rah! Lord Yatatsuna! Impossible. They still had horses in reserve. True warriors fight till the bitter end. I come for General Yoshihisa's head. Meet me with your blades in hand, Kiryu warriors. Father, stand back! Don't get so full of yourself, little girl. Everyone, you have my thanks. Atop the bodies of my fellows, I advance. Hoo-hoo! Okay. My aim is but a single head. You shall not pass. Okay. Well, that's gonna fail. What are you, Gandalf? Impossible. She's forcing me back. How can this be? Just what is this? This thing in the shape of a girl. My eyes deceived me. I should have taken every caution. The girl is simply horrifyingly strong. Surround her! Well, well, you certainly spared no effort for me. You fought well for your age. I ought to give you a piece of candy for your efforts. So this is it. If you're offering rewards, I request a duel with your son-in-law, Yatatsuna. I have heard he is the finest warrior of the Kiryu. You don't even know who you just killed. Yes, he was a skilled warrior, but my son was so much more. He loved songs, poetry, and flowers. I did not deserve him. War is all I have known, and his star outshone mine. We will not make you suffer, but I will not ask your name. No one shall speak of the bravery of your rear guard. Let me take that revenge. A shame that I should end without ever finding the joy I sought. Do it! My fight ends here, yet my heart's desire remains unfulfilled. That is my only regret. I just can't wrap my head around this country's culture. Can someone please explain how is not asking a name tantamount to revenge? Someone was telling me about Bushido, but is it related? What? Who is this? Girl, your potential is too great to waste here. As a teacher, this is something I cannot ignore. Would you like to come to my country and learn to be a mage? What? What? A teacher from Kimberly straight up just saved her from her moment of death? Okay, this is definitely like Dazai. No, seriously. I did watch the flashback arc of Bungo. This is straight up similar to Dazai's arc. No, seriously. This is just like Dazai's arc. Except Dazai, well, how do I put this? I guess the only difference is Dazai changed his ways at the end of his story and then found his way to the detective agency. Whereas she was saved from her moment of death. Man, wow. A teacher from Kimberly straight up saved her life? Ever since then, I have felt like I'm trapped in a never ending dream, like the world before me is but a fleeting illusion. How else can I explain the absurdity of my salvation? So I grew desperate, hoping to fulfill my dearest wish before I awoke. Your dearest wish? Enjoy not the sword of vengeance, but the sword of mutual love. A tenet passed down with my sword style. A true swordsman fights not for hatred or revenge. To duel with an opponent you accept and respect without animosity. We call this shiwase, meaning happiness in your tongue. Guess who's the teacher that saved her? I don't remember names, but is it the guy with the Spellblade? Because if I'm remembering correctly, we only met 3 teachers in the last volume. The guy with the Spellblade, the woman who was teaching spellology, and the psycho who's somehow teaching about creatures. It's gotta be the one with the Spellblade. But that didn't look like him, did it? Hold on, let me go back. Or is this a teacher we've never seen before? I am not sure. Shiwase? Think about McFarland. McFarland. Oh my! Really? Him? Hold, hold the. Wait, what? McFarland? Hold on, I need to remind myself who that is. Sorry, it's been a while since I last read Spellblade. Oh! Oh my gosh. I really did forget. McFarland, as in the girl's father. That's right. That was mentioned in Volume 1. I only forgot because, they don't always say a person's last name. Wow. You will find your answer in chapter 1. I know. I looked it up again. I remembered. I remember now. It's one of the girl's father. Pretty sure it's the one that was it was Chella, right? Chella's father? I think the weirder thing about that was that he was just there and decided to save her. Shiwase? And you find joy in this? A duel to the death with someone you love and respect? Twisted, isn't it? However, in my world, it was not words that bound us, but our blades. So when my sword crossed yours, Oliver, I felt joy like never before. I knew right away that the Shiwase I had yearned for was here without any doubt. But you rejected it. I understand why. There is no reason for you to honor such a desire. And yet I was so unspeakably sad that in my despair I found myself seeking a place to die. Aww. Maybe you should live for something? So to sum up, you got all depressed because Oliver rejected you. Damn. Katie, it's not as simple as that. Sorry, Katie, but could you shut up? Huh? No, she is largely correct. Was I infatuated with your blade or the man behind it? Perhaps there's little difference between the two. Oh my gosh. Has Nanao fallen for Oliver? I'm totally for this. Before I was on board of Oliver and Katie. Now I'm not sure if I'm on board with Oliver and Nanao. You heard her, and it's one and the same. I believe I understand your perspective. Thank you for sharing with us. But since I am your friend, I must say, it is time you changed your way of living now. If there is no difference between loving the man and loving his sword, then turn your gaze to the man. Well, that could have been a euphemism. Oliver is standing right here. You can see him without blades in between. If you wish, and with his consent, you can speak and touch. If you felt that close to him in your match, think about how grand your friendship will become. What do you say, Oliver? Dude, you have everybody rooting for you. You may as well just go for it. Can you promise me this, Nanao? That you will not rush to your death, no matter what. That you will draw your blade only with the intent of surviving. Yeah, forgive me. I was a coward and a fool. Oliver, Chella, Katie, Guy, Pete, I swear to you all, I shall never again attempt to throw my life away. Nani? Yeah. So please teach me about how to live here. Oh, I am so for this. I am so for this. I now fully support Oliver X Nanao. You're not so great at non-sword things, so we'll have lots to help with. Realizing you are destined for each other the moment your blades cross. That scares me, yet I envy it. Your swords are blindingly bright. I can hardly bear to watch. Chapter 8. Civil Rights and the Status Quo. Oh no. Oh no. That's not a good sign. Civil Rights and the Status Quo. That's the name of the next chapter? Oh, that doesn't exactly fill me with confidence. Last night was like a storm passing. At least I got Pete and Chella back safely. And there was one other upside. Oh, what's going on here now? I'm observing you, of course, without blades in between, just as Milady Chella said. Okay, but she didn't mean from literally inches away. Am I bothering you? Before we continue, the reason why I say Ophelia is more extreme of Katie. Yeah, you brought that up. What about it? Well, not a bother per se. You are free to stand where you like. Seems like someone's into it. He's clearly enjoying it. Ahem. And now, get too close and you might violate, school rules. I mean, Oliver is a boy, right? It's because you'll find out later, like in volume 6. Okay, good to know. Seems like someone's mighty jealous. Clearly envy. You too! Nothing like a lively morning, right, now? Indeed. Oh, magic history has so much to remember. The words are spinning in my head. You're both gonna flunk at this rate. The sword is not Nanao's only path through life. Discovering that is entirely a good thing. Oliver! Can you come with me? Chella? What's up? I thought you were in class with Katie. She just ran out of it. She heard they're going to eliminate the troll that attacked her. Okay. Here we go. Magical beast housing area. There are several things that truly infuriate me, and one of those is when someone forces me to repeat myself. If I have to say it a third time, I will assume you are some form of ape. Please, I'm begging you, instructor, don't kill this troll. Don't kill it, you say? And how will you take responsibility for the risks of sparing it? Are you capable of retraining it? Have a heart? Don't kill it. No matter the age, there's always some dullard spouting the same drivel. You don't want to lift a finger, but want the fleeting satisfaction of saving a life, with not a care for how many people might be killed afterward. First year, what is your name? Katie Alto, sir. Ah. All civil rights activists are fools, but the Altos are the worst of the lot. No wonder you have my pity. How unlucky to be born to them. I'll pretend I didn't hear you insult my parents. Just don't kill him. I'll convince him not to attack anyone else. Convince, you say, as if trolls understand words. Perhaps you'll have a nice chat on the terrace while sipping afternoon tea. It's not funny! I agree, if you're this far gone, then it is no laughing matter. Dolor! A simple pain spell even an ape brain like you can understand. Try to learn. Get on your knees and beg for mercy. I will not! Instructor Darius! An objection has been raised to the disposal of this troll. Katie, are you okay? Don't move, I'll ease the pain. An objection? I have a message from Instructor Garland. Disposal of evidence should wait until the investigation into the rampage's cause is concluded. The head mistress agreed. Perhaps you should confer. It's a good thing there are people that are not on the side of Katie per se, but they're in the middle ground, where it's like, what are you doing? Technically, the troll is evidence. That's a good middle ground to be like, we're not taking your side, but we're not taking Katie's either. I get what this is. I get what's going on here. You've got guts, girl. Not many can withstand his guidance. Who? I ran into your friends on the way. Milligan. 4th year. I have a vested interest in that troll myself. Much like you, I'm a fellow lover of demi-humans. I'm not the mentor type, but if you need help, feel free to ask. Oh, this is nice. Please don't be a bait and switch. I already had my fill of that in Iceblade Sorcerer. Oh, I will. I'm sure there's a reason for his rampage. What's that? Those civil right types went up against Instructor Darius. Huh? Morons, it's just a troll. Gross. Only fools support civil rights in the first place. Okay, well that's just messed up. Vera Milligan. Yep. I hope she's a good new character because I really don't want this to be a bait and switch. I'm getting a little tired of anime and manga writing twist characters. Mostly because I have a fatigue of them, because it turns me into a paranoid reader, and I don't want to be a paranoid reader. I feel like most twists, when it comes to characters that are twist villains, they're only that way for shock value. And after a while, you get fatigued of them. The clouds are going against us. That troll. What happened to Katie during the parade is concerning. Her side is campaigning to grant demis the same rights as humans, and the conservatives fight to maintain the status quo. Katie and Guy were arguing about the troll's rights. What if the wrong conservative overheard? That might explain why Katie was targeted. But, phew, that was impressive. He took my head 102 times. I guess you need to start reading Slice of Life or rom-com. Okay. It's not so much that, it's not even just the Japanese side of those things. Like, I have my tokusatsu love to fall back on, because they don't write that trope nearly as much as other genres. Tokusatsu is well more cut and dry, except for certain storytelling purposes. And I have read Slice of Life before. So maybe I'm just... Look, I'm making a lot of Ice Blade comparisons here, so maybe I'm just a little on edge because... Remember, there was a teacher in Ice Blade Sorcerer who was completely nice and innocent and didn't seem like there was anything wrong until out of the blue, it's revealed that she's actually a psychopath and doing insane things. I don't even know if that was a good shock reveal or not, if that was a good twist. So I have to treat every series at face value. I can't make too many calls ahead of time. And my issue with rom-coms are the fact that sometimes they're too slow. No, seriously, I think the only rom-com series I might even give a chance is 100 Girlfriends. Shadow matching? You look rather pleased. I am. I'm glad I got a chance to receive his personal instruction. You see now, I can't hope to compare with Master Garland. You should be more drawn to him than me. Hmm? Say, you had a girl who was the apple of your eye. Hmm? Then one day the greatest beauty in the world appeared before you. Would that make your feelings change? Cough, cough, looking at you, Rent-A-Girlfriend. Facts. I am just scared away because, like, it sounds like a nightmare to just read or watch or to just get through. I feel bad for the people that thought it was a cool premise when it was, like, in its infancy, only to be dragged on for hundreds of chapters with no end in sight. That's why I refuse to touch that series ever. I will actively avoid it, like the plague, and instead put on 100 girlfriends who really, 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 really love you. Because that at least sounds like fun. They wouldn't, no. I feel the same. I definitely can't let anyone see this look on my face. Chatting instead of training? How confident of you. Mr. Andrews, let's see if you've earned it. Draw your atame? Atame. I'll pay your prior slight back tenfold. Wait, I'm not trying to start a fight. You're making too much of this. Or maybe a series called Girlfriend, Girlfriend. No, I don't think I want to touch that one either. I'd be satisfied with 100 Girlfriends. The series. What would satisfy him? Do I let him win or... You mustn't do that, Oliver. A throne match is beneath you. I sense no fight in you. You plan to cede the victory, yes? She saw right through it. No, This is bad. You hold me in such? I don't even rate. How dare you? That's enough, Mr. Andrews. Stop chatting over there. 100 extra swings for you. Ugh. It seems that played out as poorly as possible. What's with his obsession anyway? Why is Mr. Andrews so fixated on proving his strength? He wasn't always like that. I likely share some of the blame in that regard. You do? We grew up together. Our houses have been long connected. He was always being compared to me. I imagine that felt like a constant threat to his position. Storied households, where talent is everything. The pressure must have been massive. These days, well, things happened, and we no longer talk much. I'm sure she tried to help him. Deep down, he has many good qualities, too. Now that I know, I just can't ignore him, huh? Okay, I'll see if I can patch things over somehow. Not to change the subject, but about Katie? Right. It's hardly ideal. This mess has put the conservative faction's eyes on her. No, perhaps they already were. The parade thing? Don't you think sicking a troll on her is a bit much? Oh no, I have a bad feeling for the next chapter? Oh boy. You already told me that it was going to be a cliffhanger. That's been bothering me too. But Katie's parents are well known even within the civil rights movement. We can't rule out that their enemies are targeting their daughter. If you're saying something is coming after Katie, yeesh. Normally you'd try to lie low, but... Okay, we're gonna be friends. That's the spirit. But he's frightened, so best not rush him. Most Kimberly trolls are used to humans. But he's been like this since the incident. He's barely touching his food. Don't you worry, I'm not your enemy. You must be hungry, right? Let's get you fed. See? It's fine. There's nothing weird in here. Yo, look, she's with that troll again, actually trying to convince it. Spending time with a creature that ugly and dim-witted, she must not be much smarter. This is sad to watch. Okay. She can do what she likes, so long as she doesn't bring troll stench to class. Bwahaha. Clearly attention is the least of her concerns. For better or worse, Kimberly favors the strong-willed. She's clearly growing on that account. And I don't want to force a young sprout to bend. Then we'll have to protect her, however we can. Yes, earning Milligan's friendship was a stroke of good luck. I can feel the malice slowly stirring. Okay, here we go. Last chapter of the volume. Chapter 9. Colosseum. Hey, you hear about that Alto girl? I did. Is she still at it? Trying to befriend a troll? How dumb is that? I know, right? Like she can talk to animals. And then she started imitating its voice. Oh, and on and on. Whew, I'm gonna die laughing. So gross. The hell's their problem? They trying to piss me off? I thought you hated trolls too. That's different. No one insults my friends. I'm going over there. That's why you should ignore it, guy. Oliver? I feel the same, but fighting will backfire here. It'll deepen the rift between her and the conservative faction. She'll just get more enemies. So what, just let them talk shit? I don't buy it. I don't like it either, but I'm saying we can't let it get to us. Katie needs more allies first. That's the right move strategically. Geez, always so rational. You're such a goody two-shoes, Oliver. And her friends are a bunch of weirdos too, like that samurai girl. I know. Whoa. Okay. You guys had fun insulting Katie, haha, boo-hoo. You had to bring Nanao into this? Oh, are you being xenophobic now? Like that samurai girl? Like she could whoop your ass in a fight. they take one chance to be insulting and think they're funny or to think they're so cool, and then they immediately shift it to someone else. I just hope the plot progresses for better and not for worse. She's hilarious. 7 spellology classes and she still can't even cast a single fire spell. She's useless without a sword. Dumb as a post. I'm gonna hit them with the strongest spell I know. You're struggling with spellology too, guy. Huh, huh, phew, made it in time. We had quite a close call with tardiness. Uh-oh. Yeah, guy, I'm right there with you. Uh-oh, indeed. Whoops! Careful, Alto. This class is for humans. Trolls go somewhere else. Hey, do that troll call for us? Er, uh, um, Go on, do it! Oh, this is going too far. I'm done, Oliver. They've gone too far. That's what I'm saying. It's one thing to just say these things. They're now actively assaulting her and bullying her. Okay, this is crazy. Fragor! Eek! Yes, Oliver, let's freaking go. Let's go. And he has the excuse that he's protecting a student from assault. He is defending her. Let's go. Oliver? You little... What the hell? You ready to throw down then? You good in a fight, guy? Haha. Who do you think you're asking, Oliver? You don't mess with a farm boy. Don't forget this warrior's daughter. Oh, let's go. Let's freaking go. We're about to throw hands. And they got detention. Obviously. How did this happen? I have no words. Guy and Nanao, I understand, but Oliver, you were there to stop them, not join them. I can think of no defense. I just couldn't bear it. Say what you will. Don't blame him, Chella. Oliver did nothing wrong. I'm not here to lecture anyone. However, your conflict with the conservatives is now impossible to reconcile. Girl, there was never going to be a peaceful solution. They went after Katie first with sicking the troll on her opening day. And the fact that, like, they just want to keep the status quo. What do you mean, impossible? It was always impossible. Some people are just so stuck up and rigid that they won't change with new developments. This is reminding me of Mashal, where like everyone would keep coming after Mash Burn Dead because of the fact that he can't do magic. But he's just so buff in his muscles that no one can touch him. He physically had to save the entire world from Innocent Zero just to prove that his existence wasn't taboo. Sorry if that's a spoiler for Mashal, but he is basically the one that saves everyone from Innocent Zero. The what are they called again? The magic canes? The wizard canes that get those very special wands? They're kind of hyped up for nothing. We can surmise what will happen next. Through me, you have the McFarlanes on your side, so they'll want an ally of similar standing. Speak of the devil. It's addressed to Oliver and Nanau, a challenge from Mr. Andrews. Okay. There you are, first years. We're your second year escorts. Follow us. One of several labyrinth entrances. Keep up. You get lost, we'll ditch you here. I certainly didn't see this happening. Are we sure this duel isn't a trap? Most likely not. Mr. Andrews seeks glory and victory. An ambush would give him neither. He'll want a fight in full view of the public. Still, there's gotta be a wrinkle. We're here, Mr. Horn, Miss Hebia, go on in. Rest of you to the stands. Stands? The title of the chapter. Colosseum. Oh boy. A Colosseum? All right, the stars are here. Make it good show for us. Don't you dare win. I got money on Andrews. Quite a crowd. What the? It's packed. Over 100 students from both first and second year. Quite a turnout. Mr. Andrews means business. Welcome, Mr. Horn, Miss Hebia. You actually came. I'm almost impressed. Mr. Andrews, what do you've planned here? Don't be in such a rush. We have an exhibition first. We do? Prefix, release the prey. What? Okay. Come on out. You're up. No hiding in the corner. Beep. We'll settle this with a kobold hunt. A kobold hunt? Whichever one of us slays the most will be the victor. Come on, fight! Dolar! But this is a sport. It must be done with elegance. If the kobolds land a single blow, you'll instantly be disqualified. Lovely. So that's the plan. Mr. Andrews wishes to compete where he has the advantage. So no ordinary duels then? Don't be so full of yourself. I've deigned to give you a handicap. For this event, you can feel free to team up. Fine words. Nanau is yet to learn an attack spell. Ask her to handle a pack without getting injured, and I'll have to defend her while I fight. We're at a disadvantage. Oh dear. Enough! Okay, Nanau, okay. All of you, what's so fun about this? Have you no shame? Forcing cowed creatures into combat, competing to see who can torment them most, while you all watch from on high? What gives her the right? Such arrogance. Shut up. We're here for the blood. Fight or go home. From Nanao's perspective, she's entirely in the right. She has no reason to engage in a kobold hunt, and the crowd's entirely against us. Still, let us leave, Oliver. There is no battle worth our blades here. Yeah, see, look. They're literally walking away. Wait, Miss Hebia, where are you going? You know how much work it took to set this up? I promised Chella I wouldn't dismiss him out of hand. Is there no way out? They're at each other's throats, huh? And we're stuck on standby. Yo, perfect, the kobolds are cowering in the corner and won't come out. Again? Damn it. Get out here! Or do I have to hurt? Huh? Okay. They underestimated the creatures. That's not a kobold. Whew! Okay, karma. Karma. I think that was a little bit deserved. What is that thing? Oh shit. Get it under control now. Oliver, explain. Oh my gosh. A Garuda. Oh, yeah, you don't see many of those in fiction. They're usually either like phoenixes or griffins or hippogriffs. You don't see Garudas much in fiction. That's right. Why is a Garuda here? Nobody told me. That's way beyond our kobolds or trolls. It's a divine beast familiar. Why is this happening? What is going on? Well then, we're gonna stop that right here. Okay. That was the end of volume 2. That went a little longer than I thought it would. Mostly because of conversations and stuff. Like these live streams always seem to go. Um, I don't think I want to do another one today. I thought I would, but no, I don't think I will. Interesting stuff. Very interesting stuff. Um, yeah, I think I'm done. But yeah, that is one hell of a cliffhanger, to say the least. Yeah, I know, cliffhanger. But I'm not gonna do any more. Volume releases do tend to love to just stop on cliffhangers, because it then makes you want to buy the next book. It's a marketing strategy. You're not gonna end a volume with a chapter that's not a cliffhanger. It's also the way that chapters are written most of the time. So in any case, that's been this stream. There's nothing left to do. That's it. Wow. Doing all this is making me wonder what the anime version kept in, you know? How far did they get in 12 episodes? Unless Spellblade got more than 12 episodes. But in any case, thank you all so much for watching. Hope you liked it. Hit the like button, subscribe, share the video with a friend. Make sure you join the Patreon if you haven't already. I promise that you'll have a fun time over there. I hope you will stream during the weekend or Monday. Probably definitely the weekend. And Monday I might stream, but also I might be on for more Record of Ragnarok. Wow, people are coming in now, right as I end the stream. uh, it got 15. Wow. So, the final thing I say when we wrap this all up. Keep your notifications on, because as always, I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.